Well, as we've been talking to a lot of people down here today, the sponsors are really important down here. Each neighborhood's got their own sponsor, and we've got a fun one. This is the entertainment sponsor.
Yeah, this is fun.
Yeah, Sheryl Guest from VON. Thank you so much for being here.
And my privilege.
Yeah. Talk about VON, the Victorian Order of Nurses, right?
Right.
What exactly is that for those that maybe don't know?
Okay, we do a lot of different things. We're known for nursing, and we do home care nursing.
Yeah.
We do foot care. We have our chronic pain management referral service. We do wound care. We do any place kind of but the hospital.
Right.
We do it outside of the hospital if nursing care is needed. We have PSW services, occupational therapy services. And a lot in that realm. Then we also have our community support program, so our adult day program, our SMART programs where our seniors exercise programs, or we'll go into the homes and we'll do exercises, teach them an exercise routine designed to reduce the risk of falls. We have volunteer visiting. We have where volunteers will go in and help people kind of write their memoirs. They ask some questions and record the answers and put it all together in a binder to present back to them. One of our new programs is called Next Talk. Let's Talk. We're just finishing that one up at Fairwinds Lodge, and we've got some leads for some more places. You can live among a lot of people and still be very lonely and not know anyone. So we go in for 6 to 8 weeks using guided conversations, just asking questions, getting the flow going, helping people get to know each other and find other people in their living situation that they have things in common
It could be
with.
scary for somebody too, right? I think we take advantage of things like we were talking, with Leo earlier, like transportation and stuff, but not everybody's family lives here where they are. A lot of times kids have grown up and moved away to start their own families, right?
That's
so
right.
you guys help make that connection.
Well, and even if the kids are here, they're doing, getting groceries in the house. They're taking them to doctor's appointments, sometimes lots of doctor's appointments. They don't always have time because of their own families and their own work commitments to sit and listen to stories.
Circle of life, right?
And just shoot the breeze. And sometimes the family member, usually an elderly person, they haven't been out, so they don't have anything new to share. So when they have a volunteer visitor, all of a sudden when they are at the dinner table with family, they have a new experience to share, a new story. And that helps all our self-worth that we're contributing. We're not just receiving from the
Feel like
families.
we
It's
matter
going
still.
both ways. We're part of the family and part of the community. That's huge.
Yeah, because there is that kind of detachment, so, if you're in a, we could go into a nursing home or wherever, right? Yeah, that detached, like what's going on in the world. Our world becomes smaller, right?
Yeah.
So I think that's great that you guys do that.
Yeah.
Because boy, that was a long list of things there, because I think VON and I go, a nurse comes to your home and
And I keep thinking of what have I forgotten, because I know it is a huge list.
Yeah, no, but that's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's good for people to know. So you're here again. I know you've been here previous years as well. We talked last year. And you're the entertainment sponsor. So how fun is that?
That is great. I think this might be the first year they've had an entertainment sponsor with the entertainment section. And our booth is set up so we can watch and listen to what's going along. And it's been really fun with the choir and the ukulele group.
Are you singing along
all
over there?
that. Well, we're too busy. It has
having
been
conversations.
really busy this morning with the new passports, and they all need to be signed.
Oh,
and so
yeah,
everyone's
right.
coming up to that. And so there's a lot of stuff going on. It's pretty busy day.
One of the questions I've been asking everybody I've been talking to today is there a common conversation that you're hearing at your table?
I've had numbers of people ask, how do I get services?
Yeah.
They find that process kind of confusing. I'm having surgery. I know I'm going to need help after. And they can be really reassured that we have that Ontario Home and Health does have people right in the hospital that will help them. And it's neat because here I can just send them into that Ontario Home and Health booth to kind of verify everything I've been telling them. And I will tell them about other programs that I know others have, the Red Cross Homeward Bound program or whatever that they might want to. They can make some arrangements with ahead of time and ease those fears that they're going to be abandoned at the end of their surgery. That's a really common one.
And even just things, I've said it earlier, but it's important, I guess, to put out there, is that a lot of these services that are here today are all of a sudden needed. It's not planned. And then I think, well, I'll tell you, my wife's father passed away recently, and before the passing and going to the hospital, it was like, how do we get this care and where do we go? And I told him to go to the age-friendly portal, but it's all of a sudden and it's an emotional time for the families, overwhelming all of a sudden. So you guys can sort of help ease that. But what is the process, and what's the length of the process to get some of your services?
Well, depending on, which service it is,
Sure,
because some of them are just self-referral, some of them they just call
Foot
and
care,
say
for example.
But foot care does not need a referral. It does not need a doctor's referral. They can just call and make an appointment. And that, we've had a lot of questions about foot care as well. Over COVID, a lot of foot care providers were closing down. They weren't able to do it during COVID.
Right.
We were able to go through most of COVID. We had a large room that we could do all the distancing and everything and keep going. But we're 2 days a week full-time in our office with foot care clinics. And, I still get foot care referrals regularly for foot care. That's a big one for there. So that one is just a matter of calling the office.
Okay, good to
If
know.
somebody wants the chronic pain management referral system, they need a referral from their doctor, because a doctor may be needed to implement some of the things that are being suggested. If it's a medication change or something like that.
Okay.
And if you don't have a doctor in on the process from the beginning, they don't want to listen to the results.
Right.
And so you want to get the doctor right in there at the beginning. They get the referral, but it's a free program.
Yeah.
So why would a doctor say no?
Yeah, right. Makes sense.
They're still going to get the referral information, and they can decide whether or not this is something that is going to be good for the patient.
I'm so glad we talked here today, because I learned more and more. I'm learning so much just having the conversations, but that's why it's great to have this age-friendly expo down here until 6 o'clock tonight. Shelley's going to stick around here, and or Sheryl, sorry, right?
Okay.
She's going to, I forgot, right? So many people down here to talk to, and you can come on down here and get things answered. And a couple things you said in there that I want to talk to you about, because I was like, really, I didn't know that. But everybody, come on down here until 6 o'clock. And if you don't want to park down here, go down to the Point Edward Casino, park your car there, and there's a shuttle that will bring you over, take you back, have some fun at the casino too if you want. I'll be talking to some more people.